Hey everybody, it's Rhino here, and in today's video we're going to take a look at my complete master set binder of Twilight Masquerade. Now, originally released in May of 2024, this set hit the ground running with a surge of popularity. Even today, as of the recording of this video, this is one of the most popular and valuable sets of the Scarlet and Violet era, second only to the incredible 151. And it's so easy to see why, from gorgeous artwork to super playable cards, to even the most valuable card released within the last 2 years, this set really has it all. Now let's go ahead and dive on into my binder and see what's hiding behind the mask. And well, here it is, my complete master set binder of Twilight Masquerade. It's amazing to be able to say that with a set like this. There's so many valuable cards in here, so many expensive cards, and I got pretty lucky on some of my pulls. Now, as I go through this binder, the grass section doesn't have a lot to talk about. They're, basic cards. We got a lot of bulk in the front here, but a couple of them are really important. This Teal Mask Ogerpon right here is really interesting. It is November of 2024. This set released in May. This Ogerpon is still holding strong at about $9 in value, and this is just a regular double rare EX card. Usually those are 50 cents to maybe $1, and a couple of really playable ones might creep up to like $3 or $4. This is $9, and it's more expensive in all of its other forms too. So the full art, the gold, the SIR, they're all more valuable than the other mask forms of Ogerpon. It must be a super playable card. I don't know much about this card specifically in the meta, but it is holding its value. So keep an eye out for this guy in all of its forms if you are still collecting for this set. Now, as we talked about the other Ogerpons, here's Hearthflame Mask. I love seeing the Chimchar line getting a little bit of love here. Not much to talk about with the bulk. We see Froakie and Frogadier over here, but we don't see Greninja. That's because he's a fighting type Pokemon in this set. We got the Palafin, EX, Luxray. Hey, there's Wellspring Mask. Oh, that's behind my head. You guys can't even see it. There's the Wellspring Mask Ogerpon. Again, those are like 50 cents. You're not getting a ton of value out of them. Iron Thorns over here. Nice little card. And then you got actually the Munkidori, the Pheasantipity, and then the Okidogi's a fighting type too. It's interesting to see these guys showing up in here because I always associate them with the Shrouded Fable set, but they were first introduced right here in Twilight Masquerade. So kind of cool to see them in here. There's the Cornerstone Mask Ogerpon, and yep, there's Okidogi. Now, down here in the corner, you can kind of see it. We've got our Greninja EX, Shinobi Blade, and Mirage Barrage. Great little cards, great playable card, and actually it was worth a little bit right out the gate, like $4 or $5. Definitely has come down in value. There's only one Greninja in this set that's really worth a lot, and it's not because it's playable. So as we flip through here, we've got a nice Blissey EX. Oh, Dragapult, another super playable card. Now this used to hold a lot of value. It's dropped significantly from the $7, $8, $9 that it was right out of the gate, but still holding strong as a playable card. There are a ton of really nice and playable cards in this set. You've got your Blood Moon Ursaluna, and then you start getting into the Ace Spec section here. And well, speaking of Ace Specs, this is the second set to have Ace Specs. The first one was Temporal Forces, but some of the Ace Specs in here are still getting some play today, like Secret Box, Legacy Energy, and Unfair Stamp. They're still holding their value. People just love these cards. And speaking of cards that people love, we've got the Love Ball up here. That's a popular card with my friend Stay Happini. She's got a YouTube channel where she opens up Pokemon card packs, and she actually gives out Love Balls to some of her viewers. If you want to give her channel a click, go ahead and check my description down below. She's pretty awesome. And now we're getting to everybody's favorite section, the illustration rares. Now, there's a ton of beautiful, beautiful cards here. I mean, I love how Dipplin and Poltergeist, even though they're brand new Pokemon just introduced in this DLC, they're getting some love already. But I'm going to highlight a few of my favorites for you here. First off, Infernape. Now that's a card with a history. It has gone up, it has gone down. It's been a roller coaster watching the value of this card throughout the last few months. But Infernape by itself is an awesome Pokemon. He's super popular, so it's not surprising to me that people are going after that card. Now beyond that, not a ton on this page. Super valuable. I mean, I got so many Frostlass. If you want some Frostlass, go ahead and check out my shop, RareRhinoGaming.com. You can go ahead and maybe buy yourself one. I've got a few of them in there. But then we get over to this page, and there's a few cards I want to talk about here on this page. First off, we have Probopass. Probopass is not a popular IR. In fact, I've heard a lot of people complain about this Probopass card. I don't know if the pull rates on it were a little bit higher than some of the other IRs, but it seemed like everybody and their grandma was getting Probopass and Lairon. That was it. over and over and over. That was their super special IR hit. But some of the more popular ones might be this Hisuian Growlithe. Now that's worth $7, and it's actually paired up with another card we'll get to later on in this video. However, the card I really want to focus on this page is this one here. This Eevee right here, it's worth about $50, and it is so incredibly popular. I hear people talking about this Eevee so much, and maybe it's the fact that there's, you know, a half a dozen Eevees on this card by itself. You know, one of them's holding a Hydreigon in its mouth, and it's such a cute little card. Like, there was no reason to put an Eevee in here. There's not a ton of evolutions in this set, but they decided, hey, we're gonna make the world's cutest IR Eevee, and we're gonna throw it in this set. And of course, it exploded in value. $50 even in November. It's crazy. Now, going beyond that page of IRs, we're starting to get to the full arts here, and the full arts didn't hold very much value. In fact, most of these, outside of the Teal Mask Ogerpon, which I've already touched on, they're not holding a lot of value at all. They're cute cards, you know, they're playable cards, they're cool looking. Luxray looks amazing, just zipping through the air there. And some of these trainers are holding value at like $3, $4, $5, but for the most part, the full arts aren't where the value is. Now, this is the page that everybody wants to see. This is the special illustration rare page. You've got your 4 masks here: Teal Mask, Hearthflame Mask, Wellspring Mask, and Cornerstone Mask. We already talked about those masks and how they're valuable, but the Teal Mask is about double the price of the other ones. So altogether, those 4 masks are worth about $80 altogether. The Blood Moon Ursaluna EX, a cool EX card right here as well, worth a good $40 or so. And then we get to this card. Here it is, folks, the Greninja EX, the most valuable card released basically since Evolving Skies came out. I mean, this card is worth over $320 today. And it's a beautiful card. You see all those colors exploding from the bottom. It's not that it's playable, it is just that it has exploded in value. This card right here is probably one of the most expensive cards that I currently own right now. And I've been able to pull 2 of them. One I got from a simple pack that I bought in a checkout line from a Target. A single pack that I bought. I actually bought 2, but one of those single packs that I bought, just a sleeved booster, had this guy in it. So you gotta love the love that Greninja is getting right now and the value that's in those cards. Now, those aren't the only valuable cards in the set, but obviously it is the most valuable card. However, I do want to point out a couple others here. We've got the gold Teal Mask Ogerpon. That one's valuable. The Buddy Buddy Poffin is an incredible card right here, and this one is because it's playable. I mean, you get to search your deck for 2 basic Pokemon with 70 HP or less and then put them onto your bench. This is replacing the Battle VIP that everybody was using previously, and this is the only one in this set. It's a gold version of it, so they really gave that Poffin some love. However, I mentioned earlier the Hisuian Growlithe. This is its partner card. This is Perrin. Perrin, the photographer, is taking a picture of that Hisuian Growlithe. If you look really close, you can actually see the Growlithe in the lens of her camera. So it's a really cool, like, double perspective card there. I love the fact that they do stuff like this. Super amazing. And then the last card I want to focus on today is this Carmine. There is something special about this Carmine. The artwork on it is fantastic. It's a beautiful looking card, probably one of the most beautiful looking cards in most of the sets I've seen nowadays. It's just absolutely gorgeous. When they announced that this card was out there and they showed the first image of it, people were fawning over it. Now, it's not holding a ton of value right now. $75 is still a great card, but it's nowhere near the Greninja that we see down in the corner. However, I'd venture to say that Carmine deserves a bit more love than what it's getting right now. And the only other card left on the binder for me is this gold Luminous Energy. Great card, love to see it. But yeah, that'll do it for the binder. Now, obviously, I have promo cards and things like that from the different Elite Trainer boxes. I've got the Pokemon Center, Teal Mask Ogerpons. I've got all of those other cards, the promos that came in those boxes. as well as the stamped promos from the build and battle boxes. But I'll put those in my promo binder. I'm not going to put those in here. So that does it for this binder video. Again, now this set right here, it's gorgeous, it's beautiful, it's valuable. This binder right here is going for over $1,000 right now. Just the cards in this binder are worth over $1,000. I think at last check I was at $1,050. So incredible stuff. Second only to 151 in value. And yeah, I couldn't be more thrilled to have a completed Twilight Masquerade binder. And well, that'll do it for me today. If you liked what you saw, please leave a like on this video. You can drop a comment down below and let me know what you think of Twilight Masquerade as a whole. Is it one of your favorite sets? Is it kind of mid? Sound off in the comments. I want to hear from you. If you're not a subscriber, please consider subscribing by clicking that button down by my name. You can see all kinds of great Pokemon videos from my channel, and I'd love to have you along for the ride. And if you want to support the channel in some other ways, maybe consider joining the Rhino Crew. That's our YouTube membership program. You could be like these awesome people right here and get access to custom emojis, discounted shipping in my shop at RareRhinoGaming.com, as well as a bunch of other goodies. Check it out and see if it's for you. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see all you beautiful people later. Rhino, out.